I started.
Hey, we're back.
What's up, my Gape Nation?
Please stop saying that.
Okay, I'm gonna say it every single time. You know I'm gonna
And
say
I'm
this
gonna
every single
keep
time.
saying, please stop saying that, because I just
And when
really
Kajiv's here, you know
want
he's
you
gonna
to
back
stop
me up.
saying that.
You know Kajiv's gonna back me up.
You know what? I don't know if he will, because I think eventually someone's gonna tell him that he's
Gabe
going to
Nation?
prison. He's going to prison. And when that day comes, he will not be on the podcast.
How could he go to prison if none of us will snitch on him?
No one's snitching on him, but I feel like they'll have a pretty convincing case.
No, you can never catch Kajiv. He's too slick.
Just because you declare you cannot catch Khajiit doesn't make it so. Alright. So, I saw a lot of horror films in my day.
Did you
I
know?
saw the fifth Paranormal Activity. That was actually the first horror film I've seen in my big. I used to be the biggest bitch of life, dude. I was the most scared fucking sleep in the night light all the time.
I never slept at night light because I was scared. I just thought they were cool. I used to like make shadows in the dark while I'm laying in bed. I saw them on TV. I'm like, I want a nightlight, and then that was pretty much it.
Bro, I wish that was me. Like, fuck, I was terrified to the point where I'd always fucking go to my mom's room like every night.
Wait, that shit actually happens, or those just like TV humor?
No, I was just it just became a habit after a while, and then when I got older, I broke out of it.
That's a
that shit actually
classic.
happened. It's just a classic.
That's a classic right there.
And yeah, but Paranormal Activity was the first horror film series because it wasn't so scary. I think Paranormal Activity 2 is the first one I ever really saw. Well, I saw The Grudge when I was like 9, and that scarred me for life.
That's
Grudge
a classic.
I saw part of that when I was like 5.
I saw it in theaters. That's not what you saw when you were 5. The Grudge 2? That's just not true. That shit came out 2005.
Yeah, when I
You would have been like 6. No, it would have came out. Someone search this up. You're a fucking liar.
2006.
It would have been 7. 8. 7 or 8. Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah, so I think I saw it with John, actually, Paranormal Activity 2.
Yeah, we watched all.
We watched like Sinister, all that, but it was good. I saw, dude, the first two and 3 were good, and I'm pretty sure the first one was good. And then fucking John, you remember the 4th one? That was the dickest thing I've ever seen. John, nothing happened. Remember, she turned around and there was a bunch of people looking at her.
I hate when people look at me.
The girl one,
Yeah, the fucking complete waste of time. Yeah.
Ass.
That's really bad.
First ones are blessed.
Yeah, they were scary, but just scary enough, right? And then I saw the 5th one, and like they were just like, fuck subtlety. I swear to God, half the movie there's just this fucking black goo that just flies around on the screen. I shit you not. It's fucking terrible. It's not that bad. I'd give it a fucking 4, 4.5.
They're just dick.
Nah, I feel like because when the first one came out, it was the first film to like really do that and do it well.
But then they said, let's just keep making them.
Yeah, and then they just got worse, and then the story got hella more convoluted. So I don't know. I've been watching a lot of good horror movies though, just a bunch of Netflix ones.
Oh, the Netflix Canada. Oh man, those horror movies are so dick.
Nah,
They're just comedies. They're just comedies at that point.
Yeah, like what you were saying, some of them have a lot of really good premises, and then others
Yeah, the concepts of them are creepy and scary, but then when you actually put them into film, they just do dick jobs, and they're all just bad.
Yeah, give me a good example.
Like in real life, everyone would be scared of Jason, but then you watched any of the Friday the 13th movies.
Those were different times. Those were the
Okay.
80s, so.
Come on though.
A good example of this is Mirrors. I don't know when Mirrors was made, but Mirrors are fucking terrifying.
Mirrors are terrifying.
They fucked it up. They turned it into an action movie. I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
You gotta fight yourself.
He turned like I don't remember. I think it was like Mirrors fucking 2 or something. I don't remember. I just remember this motherfucker was fighting. He okay, I hate when horror movies do this. Everything's just fucking lit. Like they don't know what natural like what the dark is, or it's too dark. Like I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's either too dark or just so bright. It's like,
Yeah,
is
like,
this
I
nighttime?
I was watching one where they were in a cave, and I swear to God, it was brighter when they were in the cave than it was when they were outside. I was like, how the they have fucking headlamps. A good one that did this. No, but that movie was good still. That one was interesting. Like what happened is they were like looking for the Philosopher's Stone or some shit.
That's a classic. Gotta
And,
get that alchemy.
This one's on Netflix. I forget what it's called. They're looking for the Philosopher's Stone, and I like when horror movies do this. It's not scary. I saw like fucking 6 horror movies in the last like 2 days. Okay, they're not scary. Saw a lot of horror movies. They're not scary until like 40 minutes in, and at that point, you either are entertained enough to where you care about the characters and the story, or you just don't care, right?
You just don't care.
Yeah.
anymore.
So it was really good. I liked the characters. I thought they all had meaningful stories, and like they like went to the cave, and they were looking for the stone, and then they went into hell because they got the cave in.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it was hella fucking cool and interesting. I was like, yeah, this is cool. And the lighting in that movie was kind of fucking weird, but because it was, magical, I was like, all right, I'll give it a pass.
I'll give
It
it
was
a
also
try.
entertaining.
Yeah, they did what I wanted.
The Descent has good. That one's all shot in a cave, and it's all good stuff. You know what I mean? It's all natural lighting.
What's that one where there's like the devil in the elevator? Where it's like
Oh,
5
that's
people.
Devil by fucking M. Night Shyamalan and Ding Dong. That shit was dead.
That shit was so bad. Like in real life, yeah, I'm stuck in an elevator. People keep dying. That's scary. The movie though, oh yeah, yeah.
The reason that movie was dick was because nothing made any fucking sense, and also the twist that the old woman, spoiler alert, the old woman was the devil just made no fucking sense.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? It's like you're just feeding my hatred for old people. Like you're not doing anything here, but making me angry, not scared.
Look, what a good twist for that movie would have been is if the Mexican guy who knew how the devil worked and all that shit was the devil, because he was just. I remember there was one scene where he's like, "Oh no, the jelly flipped jelly side down. The devil must be here." I was like,
"What?"
What? Says fucking who?
Yeah, what? Where was this written? I want to see your research.
Yeah, like who the fuck?
What's your research?
It was jelly side down. I was like, okay, you want to try it again just to double check? I guess not. So,
what?
That movie was dick.
Yeah, that movie was just ass.
I saw a horror movie. It wasn't even a horror movie. It was just like, it's a really. Have you seen The Witch?
The Witch? What was that about?
It was about like a fucking pioneer times, and they get cast out from their village and then have to
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, so first time I saw this, I was like, it was 4 a.m. I was hella fucking tired. I was just like, okay, let's turn on another shitty horror movie because all Jocelyn has at her house is fucking
horror movies.
Bargain bin. No, not bargain bin. The counterfeit DVDs. So I was like,
that's
I've
a
never
classic.
heard of this movie. I've never seen any of these actors, but okay, let's give this one a shot.
Yeah, you got nothing else to do.
And everyone was hyping this movie. I watched it. Okay, I couldn't really hear anything because it was late and we're not trying to blast this horror movie. And it was fucking the most boring shit I think I've ever seen in my life. I thought it was worse than Paranormal Activity 4. And then I was talking to a couple buddies. They were like, nah, just give it another shot, yada, yada, yada. And I tried it again. And if you watch it as a family drama...
It's a family drama.
Yeah, because it's more about the family. Like, the witch is only in it 4 fucking times, even though it's called
The Witch. Yep.
Yeah, it's only. Please stop. Even though it's called The Witch,
Yeah.
and it's not very good.
It's not really about her. Let's be real.
Yeah, like it's about. The
She's just a
family.
side character.
You're saying that, but she is.
Yep.
And most of the fucking woman in it looked like the food critic from Ratatouille.
Oh god.
She did. Like I'm not to tell you. Google the witch, Google cast, and Google the woman. Go to the wife.
Google the woman.
She looks like the Ratatouille food critic.
Same.
And then also the orphan had female Bill Cosby in it.
Female Bill Cosby?
Google
She was
the
like
orphan
putting
and Google the
daybreak
nun at
pills?
the orphanage. What?
Wait, what? She looks like him, or she had wait.
She looked like Bill Cosby.
Oh, okay.
Bill Cosby with hair.
I thought she had like. Anyway, so was it the wife that looks like the?
Yeah, food critic. The witch, it's the wife.
Oh god.
That's her name.
she looks like it, Doc. You see it. And then Google the fucking what's her name? Orphanage. The orphan nun. She looks like fucking.
Their Cho'Gath has 5k health.
Oh no! Why you gotta cook her like that? I'm looking at the food critic. Now look at her. Back at the food critic.
She's right there too.
Come on, she's right there. Why do you have to do it like that? You know she has a family.
Yeah, and they fucking all died.
No.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, but that doesn't make it right.
It does.
That's crazy. You know, I love shitty movies. They make my life complete. My favorite type of movies, though, some of them are shitty, some of them are good. Just the movies that take place in one area. Those are the best kinds.
Yeah, I was telling you about Circle.
Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't
cool.
watched that one yet, though.
Yeah, watch it. I'd recommend it. Because, like, because there's, like, 50 people, and when one character dies, they focus on another character, yada, yada, yada. And it's just, like, you see all these different characters, and then you see the different interactions between the other characters. Yeah. And then it also has a lot of surprising, fucking...
That's a classic.
Political
That's a
views.
classic.
I died in half a second. Wow.
Yeah, because, like, you should watch the one, I don't remember what the name of the movie's called, but it takes place in a phone booth. It's just one guy talking to a guy with a sniper to him.
Yeah, try to find. I want to see that.
I'll search up the name in a second.
About
Link what I linked.
Did you link what I? Oh. No, I thought you linked the food critic. No, I linked female Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, tell me she's not fucking Bill Cosby right now.
Who is Bill
Crispy.
Cosby?
Who do you think Bill Cosby is? You know Bill Cosby? You know how he roofied all those women with pills?
Oh man, she actually looks like. Oh man, do you think she roofies men?
Nah, she died.
She died.
She got a fucking hammer to the head, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's a classic. Oh man, I forgot. Oh yeah, movie.
Why do they all run? Their Cho'Gath has 9 million health.
I don't know why they're running. They could easily clap us.
We're not killing him for the rest of the game. I'm dead.
So.
Oh, the movie's actually just called Phone Booth. Well, that makes sense. It does take place in a phone booth.
Then I saw another movie about. It was called Satanic. And it was about like devil worship.
That's what I like to hear.
Wait a second. This Heimerdinger saved his life. No, he didn't. The
Wait,
Cho'Gath killed him.
Panic Room.
Panic. Oh, that one has fucking. Oh, best thing about that movie is what's her name gets punched in the face. The bitch from Twilight.
Rihanna?
Did you
No.
actually? Kristen
Google it.
Stewart?
I think she was like 14 in that movie, and then she gets punched in the face.
Rihanna got hit in the face.
Oh my
Why
God,
do you hate
like
Rihanna?
17.
Rihanna's good at singing. And she's pretty.
Her face, I'm sorry. Some pictures make her look like her face is made out of dumplings or some
Who,
shit.
She
Rihanna?
doesn't have
Something like
makeup.
that.
Yeah, it just doesn't look good. No, when she has makeup, it's just something about her head to forehead ratio is just not, it's not there.
Come on, yo, you gotta cook her forehead. She's sensitive about that.
Is she
God.
actually?
I don't
fuck
think
off,
so.
Rihanna. If you're sensitive
I don't
about
think-
that, you
I don't
could
think she
literally
is.
buy a person. Like, I
Five
hate that
verses.
shit. Like, oh, I'm a fucking eat the guy scoop ice cream. Fuck off.
I scoop ice cream.
You could live like half the world. Nah, I wouldn't go half the world. I don't know. I'd say a solid
90%.
25% of the world would want to fuck you on site just because you're Rihanna. So your forehead may be massive, but you know.
I've been waiting on
I would
site.
not smash.
I'm catching
I
a charge.
definitely would not.
Yeah,
I have a
you
girlfriend.
might not, but someone who likes Rihanna, and I imagine a lot of women would too.
I would not.
Okay, thank you for your.
Thanks,
opinion.
John, for clarifying. I didn't hear you when you said you would not.
Yeah, one more
I
time.
feel like 25% of the world may or may not know her.
I would
Like
not.
just 25% at maximum.
I
And
feel
nigga,
like
25% of the world, like 9 billion people. I'm dead.
No,
What?
because there's just
Granted,
billions
9
of
billion
fucking Asians.
people.
there's like 4 billion in like India and China.
Yeah, and
This
they
is
probably don't
refreshing.
know
I
anything
don't
about
think
Rihanna.
there is 4 billion. in
Sorry,
India.
3 billion in
4
India.
I don't
billion?
think there is 3 billion.
3 billion?
There's
Google
almost
it.
2 billion in India. They're almost
Yeah,
at 2 billion in
exactly.
India.
Fuck off. Do the math, dipshit. I know the science.
I know this.
Yeah,
I
all
saw
I've
the
done
Google
1.5 billion.
images.
India population 1.5.
Okay,
China
plus China's.
population.
Oh, my bad. I was off by a billion.
1.5.
Tragic.
2.5.
You only off by 14%, guys.
He was only off by, a whole billion people.
Billion.
Why round up when you can just fucking say
The
things?
boost.
You're just a booster. Fuck up, you booster.
I hate all. I hate all
Dude, I
of you.
did the
You
science.
definitely did not do the research
If
because
you
You
somehow
definitely
didn't
didn't.
get that I was trolling.
Like if
after
man
you
just said
heard
in
I did the
Asia, there's like
science,
3,
there's a
4 billion
problem.
people. That's pretty accurate.
No, this show guy's dying today.
I got you, dog. I'm coming in for that clean. Fuck off. Fuck off.
No, this
Approximate
guy's dying,
population
bro.
of Asia,
Fucking
4.4 billion.
Okay, wait. Don't search anymore, could you?
And,
How much?
Why?
How many people are there in the 2013? What the fuck?
like 7 billion. Was the last one?
2016.
7.5.
Okay. I think this goes. Yeah, this goes. Okay. How much people in the world?
Right
Seven.
now.
I said 7.5.
0.2.
4-ish.
7.2363672.
Are you gonna tell us? I
Yeah,
guess
it was
not.
Khajiit was right. It was 7.4.
Oh,
04. 9.
Hey, I hope I get to live to see 8 billion.
I don't want to see 8. I want
You
to
100
see. I want to
well.
see 2 billion. I want a lot.
2
The
billion. Wait a
world
second.
can sustain
People dying.
14 billion people, or 12 billion. It was 12 or
Or
14
2 years?
billion. I don't know if that was in the best conditions, like everyone just
Yeah.
wasn't a fat
I th-
fucking cow, but
For 2 years?
no, not for 2 years.
For 2 years.
10 billion.
I read this thing once.
Oh.
I
read
know
that-
the
I read
research, then
another
read
thing
the
too.
title.
Because
It was
it's
on the
extremely
internet too, I
unlikely
swear.
that everyone
Yeah,
will
dog, I'm
agree
not trolling as well.
to
no,
stop
for sure.
eating meat.
You know what a solution is? Genocide.
Wait a
That is
second.
true, but
Hitler tried that. No
It's
one liked
always
it.
there.
No, but Hitler was doing it for swag. I do it for the longevity of the earth.
So what's the age group you're taking out? What's the race?
Dude, Bill Burr already has
I'll
a
flip a
skit
coin.
about this. You just
I'll flip
start
a coin.
sinking
Wait,
cruise
what?
ships.
He's
You
just
get a
No,
good mix of people.
No, you just
Yeah, that's
get
what
like
the
a bunch of
Bermuda
Asian
Triangle-
countries, right? And be like, which one is trash?
What do you mean?
China
what,
has a
just
lot of
take out
pollution.
The Middle East.
We'll take
What
out
do you
the.
mean? No,
Yeah, I
China
don't.
produces
And
things.
Africa-
Oh yeah,
that
that's true.
aren't fucking
The Middle East just has
Korea.
terrorists.
And
And they all have like.
I'm
600
gonna build a
people.
boat service that is only for the top 1% of 1%, and then every one of those boats will die, and then I'll become the only 1% left.
What are you talking about?
I don't. I
the
feel.
What?
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that other than it was.
The top 1% of the 1%, and then on the left.
They're dead.
And then
And
only
he knows he's not winning a Survivor Series. So the
He
top
knows
1%
he's not gonna win. He's not even gonna try to beat me.
He's not even gonna try to be top 1% of the 1% because he knows.
This man said he's the only one left.
Wait,
Drastic
this guy's
go
actually
down.
unkillable.
Yeah,
Drastic
yo,
good.
the
This guy's
human
literally
population drastic go
1v5ing,
down.
running through our whole team. Okay, nice changes, right?
Running through the 6 with my woes.
Khajiit, what countries are you getting rid of?
Yo, low key.
Yeah, what
Africa
country and
plus
race? You can't
the
just flip the
Middle
coins on
East.
this.
Africa
Wait.
plus the Middle East is like equal to China-ish. How much is China's population? Like 1.4?
1.35.
Like almost. China's like 50 million under. Like both
Okay.
Middle East and
Africa
Africa.
population. One
That's
point.
like
Holy
1.2.
Oh wait, I forgot Africa's a continent, not a country. Thank you, that assembly.
Thank you, that
There are
assembly.
also 8 stars in the universe. I mean, 8
Yeah,
planets in
I
the
like that.
galaxy.
Come on, man. She was nervous. Cut her some slack, dude.
Planets in the universe.
A feeling when Africa's population are all young because they all die from fucking HIV. Yeah.
Why I don't? Yeah, that's a real thing. And malaria, like can't forget
And
malaria.
diarrhea.
Mosquitoes
All
kill
those
the most
poor
people in the world.
mosquitoes.
I hate mosquitoes. They're
They're
so
trying, yo, you know they're trying to
useless.
get rid of 100% of mosquitoes in like the next year.
That's pretty bad.
I don't really. Why are they trying to
Good.
get rid of mosquitoes?
Because they're
Because they
useless.
kill
Why is
the
that
most people in the
bad
world.
that they're getting rid
Yeah.
of
I know
mosquitoes?
they need more mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes are
Yeah.
really good.
Mosquitoes are useless.
Yeah, you're sitting here saying mosquitoes are really good, but we're just letting our bee population die. It doesn't fucking. We're not
No,
here for a long
Adrian.
time.
I'm saying Adrian. I'm saying they're good because they kill people.
Okay.
They're good because they
No,
kill
They have no
people.
purpose.
No, there's actually,
Yeah,
like,
they actually have
scientific-
no purpose.
Oh, no,
There's no purpose.
Your image is
Chemists get rid
boosting,
of
but there's actually like I forget.
What do you mean I'm boosting? What do they do besides kill us?
Yeah, they have no purpose.
Yeah, like
They're
what?
gonna get rid of them all.
All I'm saying is
Spell
at this-
mosquitoes right now. I guarantee you cannot spell mosquitoes.
I can't spell mosquito. I
Could you
can't
spell
spell.
mosquitoes right now?
MOSQUITO.
All
I'm
I'm
looking at it,
saying is
so
we've
too
fucked
late.
the world to the point where it doesn't matter.
Black.
People like.
Ah, no,
fuck
the
you.
world always
That's
bounces
fine.
back. Do you remember when that
Just-
meteor
just-
crashed
you
in
know,
and blocked the sun?
But-
That's a classic.
It can be fixed. The population just drastic go down.
Just drag
Yeah, 'cause
it go down.
Alright,
Slow
so-
down.
What?
If the population drastic
Just-
go down, we're good.
Yeah,
Just yeah.
from this meeting
Dra-
at the G20 summit, the population needs to go down.
Drastic
man.
go down.
Drastic
No,
go
dra-
down.
yeah,
the problem
drastic
isn't
go
the
down.
population. It's fucking global warming. That's the
That's
problem.
not real.
Yeah, but the
It's
the
climate
population-
change.
the
Sorry,
population-
It's
never mind,
climate
that's not
change,
real.
sir.
That's not real. That's not real. I'm
It's
If you
because
had
of
said
the
climate change,
population.
I would have believed you, but you said global
It's not
warming,
real.
so.
No, bro, it's not real.
Yeah, it's not real.
If the
It can't- we
population
can't-
goes
it's
down?
not.
Trump,
It's not
Trump
fucking
said it was
real.
not true.
Africa was
I-
already hot. What do you mean global
I
warming?
did the
Please stop
research,
talking.
and
I've done the science, it's
Mr.
not real.
Shirazi told me it's fake.
Wait, wasn't the Cold War a fight between Russia and the U.S. to control the weather?
Wait, why would America fight Russia in a Cold War? Because
they wanna control the weather.
No, if you fight Russia in the
People
winter,
say something
you
stupid,
lose.
You hear it. Okay.
God, please be. Sensitivity down.
All you hear is, oh, I'm an air.
This is going off the rails quickly.
Huh? No, we're good. Movies.
Yeah,
Birdemic.
alright, back to horror movies.
Birdemic.
That's
You
boring.
know,
Yeah, that's a classic right
Goofy,
there.
I'm
It's a
fucking
classic,
dead. I'm
dog.
fucking dead. I'm fucking dead.
please.
You're not dead.
Bro,
It's
I
a
will
9,000
survive.
health Cho got locked up to me and killed me without touching me once.
That sounds like good.
Sounds like good
Is
change.
that-
to the
Why is that in the game?
Because they have nothing else to do, so they might as well make it bad for a little bit, hear people complain, and then fix it
No,
later.
They're doing
They're
that and
not
they just
gonna-
keep making worse. Like,
Adrian. you
Yeah,
can get
Yeah,
rid
but
of
if they keep
2
making it
countries.
worse, why
They're-
do people
they're-
stop
I can
playing the
get rid of
game
two
then?
countries
their
where,
balancing
sorry?
scheme works.
Which countries are they?
Which countries? Get Saudi Arabia, get the fuck out
Just
of here.
stop playing the game
Yeah,
if you
but
don't
uh,
like it.
No, their population isn't
No,
high
that's-
enough.
no,
You need a high
No,
population.
Saudi Arabia is pretty good. They're definitely not one of the bad ones because they
Not
have-
one of the
United
bad
States.
Nah,
ones.
terrorists are there.
United
Hello?
Not one of the
States
bad
and China.
ones.
United
What do you mean
States
get
and
rid of?
China.
I thought it was just you
United
get rid
States
of their
and China.
government.
No, I said like
No, wait,
everyone dies.
Why would you
They
want the
all die?
Russia to freaking rule everyone?
They
then?
don't let anyone in
What?
from the.
I don't want Russia to rule anything. I hate those
You
communist
said get
bastards.
rid of
$1
USA and China,
There's
which
too
is
many fucking people talking. Right? Okay.
That's all I hear when everyone's just talking.
No, but the Legion said get rid of USA and China.
Yeah, what do you mean get rid of? You need to be more specific. I thought you just like
Everyone
dismantled the
fucking dies.
government and
Yeah, like everyone in the
Everyone
country's
dies.
just gone.
All right,
They do
we'll
not-
go.
do not
We'll take
exist.
turns answering the question.
Pretty
Well,
cute.
Because you've already answered. He said he'll flip a coin.
He'd flip a coin of all.
For who?
Okay.
Khajiit,
That's it. That's all. That's what I asked. But he
Was it
said he'll flip a
200?
That was
coin.
like 20 minutes ago.
You think I forgot, Khajiit?
Could you
Yeah, but
please
the
put your
tables have
fucking
turned.
Mic sensitivity down for God's sake.
Hey, Khajiit, leave Q, you fucking.
Wait. How many countries are there in the world?
No.
180.
I'm gonna guess 155.
Is about
Nah,
200.
400.
No, it's like under 200.
400.
It's 196.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was right with the first guess. And I just kept going.
400. Nah, 400.
It's 400.
Nah,
Yeah.
20 squared.
Wait.
400 countries. Oh my
Okay.
How
I
can
get
that
rid
be
of.
true when there's only 7 planets?
Which ones are you getting rid of?
What?
I get rid of Canada because I don't want
Frank.
to live.
That was just nowhere close to making sense.
Yep.
I wouldn't be able to choose.
I'll get rid of. I'll just make every country Canada.
That's not the question.
We said what? That's getting rid of countries and making them one country.
So get rid of every country but Canada is Jameer's answer.
countries.
Alright,
Exactly.
Could you just go at -10?
Like I mean, I made pretty.
I know,
That
you
makes sense
go
to
in your
me.
mic settings and turn your
It goes from
gain down so you yell,
196
the
to
mic
1.
doesn't scratch up and
Lol.
Just
destroy the atmosphere. Where am I going?
Oh my god.
The port? The port. Does Tom
Whoever's
Hanks-
coming down with me, I lag a lot for the first 10 minutes, so have fun.
Yeah, I don't want to play with the dude.
That's what I like to hear, boys.
Alright, Lux.
Pretty, what's an 80 carry? Popping off, which one?
There's Jin.
I'm not a meta slave, though.
Oh wait, since this is technically a second
Misfortune.
recording of this,
I
Oh.
like misfortune.
we never talked about snow tubing.
We went snow tubing. That my arm's fucking sore. I don't know why my right bicep is sore.
When's
from
the last
snow
time you
tubing.
worked out, Adrian?
Last time I worked out?
Exactly.
Yeah,
2011.
this man was pulling,
Wait a second.
he was
Last
pulling
time I
a
worked out was
3-pound
l-
tube and got
was
sore.
1 year. Was back in swim season, so it was exactly about a year ago.
That's what I like to hear.
Nah, it's because when we were going down, we had to hold the other tubes.
Nah,
No, that's what it is. That's why my arms are hurting so much.
yeah, I don't necessarily know about that
That's 'cause
because
you're weak.
Khajiit, it's because you were pulling onto the rope as you were going up.
I'm gonna go ignite.
No, that was.
Wait, you're talking about when we had to hold on to each other when going down?
yeah, like gravity
That's-
fucking worked with me there.
No,
like,
I just pulled really hard.
No.
I was pulling.
At the top when they were separated
Oh,
and
yeah.
the front went down and the people in the middle didn't, then that was like, yeah, that was a nice pull.
okay.
I just,
first
like,
hit
go
of
all
Adrian,
the
I'm
time.
holding my phone, and then I had 2 fingers to hold onto the tube, and then my
Wait,
first finger slipped, and I'm holding on to it with 1 finger. My middle finger just.
John, turn your mic up a little bit, kind of quiet.
Turn my mic up a little bit.
Yeah.
What if I put it in my
Who the fuck is opening gum?
Oh my god, what is
Fuck
that?
off.
My mic is inside of
Oh shit, that was cancer.
Yo, dude, the best fucking thing is when John put his glove down in the tube lift, right? So, just for everyone who doesn't know how the tube lift works, alright? You strap the tube up on the fucking wire, and it takes you up, and then the next tube in sequence on this really not steep hill, alright? So this man dropped his glove, told me to pick it up, and I'm like, okay, I'll get it. So I pretended not to pick it up, and the plan was to get it with my foot, and let's just say I fucking snookered it, okay? I missed,
Let's
and I was
just
like,
say.
wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be getting up, okay?
John!
So then this fucking chick, who's like, on her phone, I'm like, hey, can you grab his glove? So she grabs the glove, and I'm like, okay, good. So I'm like, hey, throw it up to me. And it's like 10 feet. She throws it like fucking 4 feet, okay? And she just picks it back up, right? And then I don't know what she was trying. Then she frisbeed the fucking thing. It went like 4 feet to the right, and we can't. It's not on the track path, so we're just like, oh, wait a minute, how we get this nigga's glove back? And thankfully, the girl at the bottom was hella chill, so she came up and picked up the glove. And then, instead of giving it to John when he was going back up, John went up first. So she gave it to the person at the bottom of the hill. We
She
played
gave
with
it to
them
me.
two.
Oh, she gave it to me. I threw it. I failed. I picked it up, threw it. I think I passed it to Vithusian.
I think
Vithusian
no,
passed it to Colin.
Khajiit, I think.
Oh no, Khajiit, and then Khajiit passed it to Vithusian. Vithusian passed it to Colin.
Fusion had a snooker throw. He needed to get up. Colin threw
Colin
it.
slammed it straight to the ground.
Colin fucking
That man's touchdown spiked it
hiked that shit to the floor. Okay. Then he threw it.
to Steven.
No, he
Oh
got
no,
it
to
me.
you.
I fucked it up. I threw it a little off. Steven had to get up, but then Steven threw it like 15 feet.
He was standing underhand through it, and then he went diagonal the wrong direction. And I was just like, oh, he's just so bad at life.
Oh my god.
And then when we get to the top of the hill, he's like, "You're not supposed to get out. You're too going up the hill." I'm like, "What, Steven? You're the what? Oh, you got out. I
was
stayed in
bad.
mine."
So then I was when we got our phones, I was like, because there was like blue dividers. You remember those to stop people from, I guess, fucking going down and knocking over everyone else.
That'd be hilarious.
Imagine, bah, 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 and like the next person be like a Newton's cradle. It just kept hitting the other. Yeah. So John, I was like, dude, what if I put my phone on this? And then John fucking put his phone on it, and it slid off into this fucking snow. So then I picked that fucking thing up, and I gave it the nice Newton's cradle. I held it close to my heart, dried that shit off. Put it in some rice or something, dog, when we got home.
No. Bro, I just use this in the shower. Hold
Oh,
it.
that's why you're saying your speaker is not working properly. That's when it
Yeah.
fell.
It didn't fall. Man was buried in snow. It was fucking buried.
I dropped it when I was snowmobiling, and it took like an hour to find it. It was deep, bro.
Is
It
that the
was
same
deep.
phone we fucking you dropped in the park prom night?
Yeah.
That's a classic.
The reflection at night. Yeah. I think it was. No, it might have been my new phone actually.
Was it the same phone that you dropped in the fucking when we were walking home and you just dropped it face first and you're like, please, that shit was cracked. AM. Shit was. This man looked at me. Nah, it's fine. Picks it up. Fuck. You saw the pain on this nigga's face.
What the fuck?
Oh, that was a good time. I've dropped my phone a lot, but it's never broken. I've dropped both
Same.
my phones a lot.
I remember like Vithusian
Yeah.
dropping his phone like the second day of having it.
I don't remember what phone that was.
I think it's the one you have now, the one with the front speakers.
No, because this one isn't cracked.
It's not cracked? Oh, I don't fucking
No,
know.
that one was demolished.
Didn't you get it fixed?
No.
Oh, yeah. Did you buy the fucking digitizer or whatever to try to fix it
Oh, the
yourself?
G3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Yeah, tell me that story again. What the fuck? What was
Oh,
the game plan?
Oh, the game. Okay, so I was gonna take it to the shop to fix it, but it would have been like $150. So I went on Amazon and bought one. Completely took apart my phone, and then I'm just sitting there with all the parts. I'm like, wait a second, I don't actually know what I'm doing here. And then I was like, I'm not putting this back together properly. The bottom speaker's demolished. I broke a piece of motherboard. I'm like, alright. Even if I do get the screen to work, I guarantee the phone's not working.
His phone never turning back on.
So I put it back together, get everything crispy, hook everything up, bent a couple pins. I'm like, it'll be fine. Doesn't turn back on, so I was like, alright, that's a nice L. And then I went on eBay and bought another phone.
That's a nice
I didn't even
L.
bother sending it back, asking the support. Nah, I'm like, I took a big loss on that one. So I just have a plastic bag on my my dresser with all the parts in it.
Yeah, fam, but didn't that man say put like fucking oil on it or some shit? It
Oh
should work?
yeah, I rubbed alcohol on the
Yeah, like,
it
that was the
demolished.
magic. Like, yeah, you just need a little bit of rubbing alcohol in there, buddy.
It's
It'll
like
work.
duct tape, you know?
It'll work perfect after that. Like,
Yeah, it was fucked.
that was like so I had my was Asus Zenfone 2, and I lent it to my sister because her laptop stopped working, and she just is so against phones, right? So I wanted to
Why?
get some pictures because she's I can't tell you, dude. Like, I could see your point.
Against phones?
Yeah,
Like what? Like technology? Or?
No, against like everyone's so connected to their phone, they always have to be Snapchatting,
Yeah, because it's
texting.
2017 and everyone
Yeah,
does
yeah, yeah.
business on the internet.
Yeah, like I understand.
Yeah, people are like, put
it.
away your phone for a week. Yeah, okay, and then my boss calls me for work, and then I get fired. I use my phone.
Yeah, put away your phone. Pull up that typewriter. Look, come on, get back
Yeah,
to
Pull
that
that
thing.
typewriter.
I'm just getting bored, V2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I understand it because like, you know, people get like separation anxiety from their phone and shit like that. And that's a little extreme, right? But like I'm just looking at her like, yeah, but how many times did you ask to borrow? But you know why the you know why the home phone still rings? It's never for anyone but my sister because she doesn't have. Yeah, is Alicia there? No, she's
She
not.
doesn't
'cause
even have a
it's-
cell phone?
No, she doesn't have a cell phone. That's the whole point.
How does she live, dude?
How does she
She
live?
borrows my mom's phone and other people's
Oh,
phones. So-
I'm not gonna buy myself a cell phone. I'm just gonna use everyone else's. and
No, my
that's-
mom's
that's
got
so
like a
much better.
fucking Nokia flip phone from 20. I don't know how
is
this
it the
fucker
same-
still works.
Same flip phone.
Same flip phone. She finally got a smartphone. Okay, back to the moral of the story. So I led her by Asus Zenfone 3 or Zenfone 2, right? And you know, I have my OnePlus 3, so I'm like, yeah, I don't care what happens to that. Had some pictures I want to take off. So they come back like a month later, okay, just like, hey Adrian, like I wanted to see if your phone had an SD card.
Yeah.
And
It's a classic.
my case, what you need to know about my case is you need to take a plastic piece off for it to
Come off.
yeah, so you could pull off the back. My sister did not know this, so she comes with the phone in two pieces: the case with the back in it, and the fucking phone. And I don't know if you've I've seen a Zenfone. What is it? Zenfone 2. That fucking back is such shitty plastic. So I'm looking at this fucking thing. It's like cracked in half, and she knows she fucked up. She's like, yeah. So I don't really know what to do now. I'm looking at her like, I need you to leave.
I need you to leave.
Like, I just know because when me and my sister get into it, it gets heated. Okay, so I'm just like, I'm gonna fix it, and I need you to leave right now. And she's like, no, Adrian, like I'm pretty sure if you just like, so how does it go? I'm just like,
Did you go monkey mode?
no, I kept my cool. I was just like, hey, look,
How?
I'll fix it, okay, and then I'll come back, okay,
Why is this
and
nigger always here?
wait, what? So I was like, so then the thing that killed me is I'm hella fucking mad. I finally, so the phone's not broken, but the case is hella cracked up. But I was like, hey, whatever, it's just a back. And I'm just like, I'm still hella cheesed, right? And my sister's just like, dude, why are you so mad? I'm like, you brought me my phone in two pieces.
That's what I like
Was
to
I
hear.
supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's still fucked, but all right, that's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
You don't want your own phone, but you like borrowing mine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's alright.
She's like, yeah, let me see your laptop real quick. You just
No. This was the worst. This was the kicker. I think she gave it to someone else because she doesn't even use it. She gave it to someone I don't fucking know, and I'm too afraid to ask for the fucking thing back. I just like, do I really want to open that can of worms?
You saved your life, huh?
Oh my god, just fucking.
Am I muted? Oh, fuck.
You've been.
Oh,
muted.
were you muted?
What a
No,
monkey.
I knew
I
I
was
was-
wondering what
I
the
knew I was
peace of
muted.
quiet was. Why did you ask? What kind of?
Because I was checking if I was still muted. 'Cause I forgot if I was. 'Cause I remember
Fair
muting,
enough.
but I was.
oh what?
That's a classic.
That's a Khajiv classic right there.
Anyways, no, you're not understanding. But anyways, somehow beat each of someone.
Okay,
Nigga,
so this
6.
Graves just tried to use his Q over the wall.
I'm gonna.
Oh no.
Ooh,
I'm
ooh,
dying
ooh.
here.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite
Chimp.
animal, chimp.
Chimp. Oh, that's a classic.
I
I probably
gotta
could have
agree.
teleported Bob.
It's gotta be chimp.
Mine's red panda. That's a
Red panda.
cutest animal in the world.
Me oversized raccoon.
Okay, I'm not gonna have you disrespect them
Yeah.
because you're a male cis scum, but
Come on, I'm not white at least.
How would you want a raccoon as a pet?
I don't want a raccoon. I want a
Have
red
you
panda.
Seen that video of that guy hitting that raccoon with a fucking broom, and then the fucker looks at him and just charges.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if by the first swing you don't kill that raccoon, you better be afraid for your life.
You better be.
Yeah. Or like that fucking video where a raccoon got into like, I don't know what, I think it was a gorilla enclosure, and that fucking gorilla threw that
It was a,
thing.
was it? Oh
Was
yeah,
it
it was
a
a
chimp?
raccoon.
It was,
I think
I
it
think
was a no monkey.
It was some type of monkey. It wasn't a gorilla, or else that thing would have died. It was a small monkey, but it fucking threw that. First of all, they were on a rock.
Was it a
and-
chimp throwing another chimp?
No,
Was
it
it
was
a
a
Chimp on chimp.
You Detroit?
Detroit. Oh, come on, too soon.
I can't talk about that. That's too bad. That's too
Just
bad.
said Chicago. That would have been a good one.
Alright, yeah, that raccoon, let's just say that thing
Nothing wrong
went...
with chimp on chimp crime, you racist.
That thing
Whoa,
went
racist. Who you calling a chimp?
at least 40 feet. I don't know.
Oh, this bitch didn't die. Oh my
I
god.
raised it in auto them once.
Wait, what was that video we were watching like a few weeks ago where it was like that gorilla, those two gorilla fighting each other? And then that lady was like, yeah, where's the zookeeper?
Yeah, like, what that nigga about to do?
Where's the zookeeper?
What is he about? He's supposed to hop the fence? Just like square up?
They were in an enclosure.
Hop the fence and just square up against a gorilla.
Take him.
If you can show me one human that will survive a punch from a gorilla.
Dude, I love those things where it's like, South Cambridge woman had her face ripped off by a chimpanzee she was keeping as a pet.
Oh, I heard of that story.
There's plural. You've heard of the stories. Like, people just keep fucking doing it, and you're just like, it's a fucking
There's too many
chimp.
people down here.
Oh, I didn't see Vagar.
Yeah, people don't understand. Those things are animals.
Faces off.
They're like us, but more aggressive with their hands.
No,
it's
not
like, oh,
in
there's
Planet
a-
of the Apes.
Criminal here?
Fucking-
Oh,
From the
that's
jail?
best
He
part.
took
Bill
it
Burr's
home.
new special came out. Oh my god, the best part of his fucking...
No spoil. He's
I
gonna
won't spoil the
spoil
best
it.
part of his thing, because I've heard a lot of his material before, because I listened to his podcast, and I saw him live that one time, and the last bit about, it was actually the second last bit, about the fucking gorilla learning sign language, I'm just gonna leave it at that. That was the funniest shit I've heard in a while. It was great.
They should do that in Detroit.
What?
Okay.
Come on! I drove through Detroit before. Like there's
Yeah,
like
like-
the
Yeah, the
suburbans. Like,
literacy rate is like 10%.
bro, there's nothing but boarded up everything. Everything just boarded up, graffiti everywhere. There was just a dark cloud over the part of the city. You see downtown, it looks all shiny
Yeah,
and
there's
nice.
houses that are worth like $1.
Yeah, he didn't go to Detroit.
What do you mean I didn't go to Detroit?
He was on the street asking niggas to square up.
Well, I was in a car. I
What
drove through
side you
that.
repping? What side you repping? 8 Mile, dog. Come on.
8 Mile.
Bro,
Come on, everyone from the 313, man.
Hey, there's the pullback. I was watching a horror movie, and they were in Detroit, and they passed the border, and there was a bunch of white people, and they're all like, "Yeah, this is a mistake." They passed the thing of 8 Mile. It was fucking great. That was a good movie.
That movie's a classic.
It's called It Follows, and just so you know, there's one scene where this guy had just a lot of pubic hair, and he was on a roof. I'll leave you at that.
Why? Why would you? You could have ended it before that.
No.
All
Buddy.
would have been satisfied.
Come on, dude.
No.
He just had an overwhelming amount of pubic hair. Wow, at one time.
I'm a monkey.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh! Everybody from the 313, put your hands up and follow me.
I can't auto the vape.
I'm gonna get some fucking water, dude. My mouth dry as shit.
Ah!
You use the washroom a lot.
He said he's getting water.
I know. That's probably why he uses the washroom a lot.
Uh,
He's always drinking.
Drew. Oh my god, the amount of times this game where they've just been at like 2 health is.
Oh, look,
That's
like
just
that.
unfortunate.
Yo, did I tell you about? Wait,
Ah.
what are we talking about?
Nothing.
Everyone is just always at like 10 health, and they
Yeah,
never
welcome
die.
to the fucking
We only have
318
30
game.
kills. Dude.
Yeah, did I tell you about that chimpanzee at work the other day? This guy
No.
was like,
No,
yeah,
you
this
didn't.
chimpanzee
Oh my
came
god!
out of the goddamn like, I don't know what, like, why he wasn't
a
in an
real chimp?
enclosure or something.
Nate?
What do you mean?
Nate was at
So,
STC?
Nate?
Yeah, Nate.
Nate?
The fatty?
No, so I'm talking with one of my coworkers, and we have like this little jar of like candies that are like, 65 cents, right? They're just like little gummies.
Adrian, wait, just for clarif, it was an actual chimp or?
No, okay.
It was Nate.
So we have these, and this guy looked like Eminem pre-blowing up.
Marshall Marshall.
So
Mathers?
Marshall Mathers.
Was he?
looked like
Was
Trailer
he
Trash.
blonde?
He was blonde, yeah, and he
Oh,
had a
yeah.
fucking beanie on.
Oh.
He was about to battle rap me, alright? So this motherfucker.
The classic outfit of Ringo. Like,
So I looked at him, right?
Yeah.
He reaches his hand into the like jar of gummies. He picks them up and he starts walking away. And I make eye contact with him.
Are
I
you?
look at him
You're blind.
and he's just like, "Are these not free?" And I'm like,
What? Are these
What?
not
No.
free?
"Why would they be free?" And he just walked away. I was like,
Did you stop him?
he put them back.
Oh.
was like-
Okay.
If he was a real chimp, he would have took it.
If he took it, I would have swung.
the chimp asked you if they were free? I don't believe this story.
Yeah, he was definitely not a chimp.
No,
He
he's a
took
chimp,
them
dude.
first, thinking that they
I
were
saw his
free.
name
Like what?
tag, dude. It said from Toronto Zoo.
Zoo?
Come on. He was at the zoo. He was at the zoo. I did the math. I know the science.
I did the math. I saw the images.
Alright,
know
here's,
that.
here's the real question: is the Earth flat?
It is, and
What?
gravity isn't real. Earth is just moving up, and the Earth is surrounded by Arctic wall controlled by NASA.
Dude,
Like-
does Kyrie Irving believe in God?
Probably,
Most
I
likely if he believes in flat
guarantee
Earth.
that.
Yeah, but then why
He's
does
dumb enough to
NASA
believe in the flat Earth.
control the ice wall? That's what I don't really understand.
Wait,
No,
ice-
not control
there's
it. They
ice
just
wall?
they surveillance it to make sure people
Oh
don't
my
climb
God,
it and
going
fall
monkey
over it.
mode this game.
You know, they don't want people falling
It's
off the
great.
Earth.
That's the first time
Oh.
I've seen him auto attack.
Are you
This Graves
shitting
is
me?
fucking. He tried to queue over a wall. What don't you understand? So
I just want to kill you.
Keep up the practice.
You
yeah,
wanna
the
kill?
practice tool is out. I'm gonna die.
What is the practice tool?
It resets all. You can just do whatever you want in it.
Aren't there like chat commands and shit?
There what?
Commands in chat to spawn like a bot?
No, there's like a little
I'm
hot
fucking dead. I'm fucking dead.
hotkey thing on the side.
Oh,
So-
I hit him.
Yeah.
I hit him. I hit
So
him while
what's
he was
happening
blind.
tomorrow
Really
for
fucking
karaoke
idiot.
at fucking 4 o'clock?
Ah,
4
you
o'clock
have to go
Eastern
to that.
Pacific time?
Are you coming?
I think so. Because I don't have anything else planned.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
So which route were we taking to get there?
You knew
Monkey
it.
Mash.
Well, I mean, there's multiple ways. We could
You knew
either,
it.
because like
What
since
time
you
is it?
said you want to
The
avoid,
one you said.
certain
that I said
area?
okay for. I don't remember.
we can either take the train all the way to Young Station and go up northbound, or we could go to Ellsworth Station and take the 95 to Young.
Nah, I don't want to take the
What
bus
time
is
are you guys
fucking
leaving?
Shit.
Who?
What time? 2?
Are we
From
meeting anywhere?
Serby's house.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, fuck.
Talk about
Oh,
it later.
fuck.
But
Oh, fuck.
where, how's, is this karaoke gonna be lit?
No.
I don't know.
I'm
I
telling
hope
you
so.
Right now, it's guaranteed not.
I mean, it's as
I'm
lit as
telling
we
you
make
right
it.
now, dog.
Just let me get a.
Oh, the man just busted.
I don't forget what I was gonna segue that into, but oh well.
What busted?
Okay. Last time we went to karaoke, it was pretty fun. But
Yeah.
are they gonna have rap?
Oh.
Because that's really the only song I want to sing.
Rap.
I'm not yelling the N-word loud as fuck. The next 14 hours, we're gonna have some severe problems.
Hard.
But we didn't even say hard R that often back then, dude.
I loved like that when you hit those Kanye West songs, it was lit.
Oh, those are
But that
class.
put-
Oh,
the
when we
last
hit
place
when
we
we
went
were singing "Watch the Throne" like niggas in Paris.
Dude, that shit was
What?
hella weird. Like
Oh, I
they,
almost
I remember
caught
I
him.
tried to play Trap Queen, and I think they had this song, but the music video they had
Oh
was a
yeah.
parody
Yeah.
called like Pie Queen or something. It was about like feeding.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it was so fucking weird.
Why didn't they just have like a lyric video or something? Like what?
Why did they just have nothing? Like,
Yeah, I'd rather just have that. Just have colorful. Just have colors going like switching.
yeah, like any fucking like Windows music player.
What's your
Mhm.
other
Do you
song?
remember the
6, 7,
original
9,
Xbox when you played music on that thing?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played music on my PS3 for a little bit.
6, 7, 6, 7.
I remember NBA 2K11. You could have your soundtrack in like
Oh.
the arena.
That reminds me of WWE12.
I had WW12, WWE12 on the fucking PlayStation 2.
What on the PS2?
Yeah, dog. A lot of my favorite games on the PS2. I didn't have a third gen console until I was like fucking. When Black Ops 2 came, yeah, no, Black Ops 1.
What?
Sorry.
Black Ops 1 was that like
I don't
2011?
know. You fucking
I'm
tell
coming.
me.
Oh,
coming. None of them die. Oh my god, they're so
I don't remember. I feel like it was 2011, but I could just Google it.
I'm here,
I was in
boys.
like middle school.
I hate this game.
It came out 2010 November 9th. So I was close. I was off by a year.
6.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like halfway from when that came out. So I don't know. What was your favorite? What were some of your favorite games from your childhood?
Well, I really loved the PS2. That was my main system.
That was my
I
favorite
liked
system.
Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I like Grand Theft Auto, Liberty Cities,
I had no.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2006.
What about Battlefront?
I never played games like that. I wasn't into shooting games. I
Come on,
I
Battlefront's
didn't get into
classic.
shooting games until I played Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So I mean, I never really liked it. The only thing I ever really played was the shooting game was Halo, and Grand Theft Auto. If you want to count that. So
Jimmy, but did you play Call of Duty, the big red one?
what?
Call of Duty, the big red one, the first one.
No.
There's 2 versions.
I remember you, Adrian, and Jay were playing that in Jay's basement.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
I was like,
I
fuck
wasn't
Call of
playing
Duty,
it.
dude.
I just watched. I didn't know because I didn't really.
Nah,
It
you
was like
weren't
a
welcome.
movie. Come on, the original CODs were like stories. They were just war stories. It was hella cool, hella interesting.
I also really liked Black Ops 1 and like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Nah, not Black Ops 1. I'm talking about real
I'm
world, not
coming.
Cold War stories.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I saw a scene from fucking Private Ryan, Saving Private Ryan today because I was just flipping through channels, and that shit was. It wasn't even a sad scene. It was when Ryan was like reliving one of his memories, and it was just so fucking sad.
I'm gonna get dumped on and die. Wait for it. Oh no.
What happened, man?
What happened? Well, he was recalling, like he was trying to think of his brothers, and then he was just reliving one of his memories,
That's.
and it was just hella
Did he
sad.
know?
No. So
Aced by fucking 11.
Fucking god, bro. Oh fuck.
Niggas
The
just
fuck
taking
this time. I
turns.
don't give a shit. Oh, I give a shit.
Wait, why do you have a
I just
fucking...
realized. How long have we been
Why do
going?
you have dust... What's that called? Edge of Night. You don't get that till like 3rd item.
doesn't matter. It's fucking.
No, like Misfortune's the only champion that it matters. You need Black Vader second.
Yo, Adrian, how long
Yeah.
have we been going?
He knows the science.
I don't know. You're the one who started recording.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to look at the time.
I think we're probably going for 40 minutes or so.
All right, another 20
Go for
minutes.
another-
Watch,
15
you
minutes.
say that now. When we end the recording, it's gonna be like 2 hours, and we're like, like, okay.
It was yeah, we're definitely reaching close to the end.
Gonna
So
die
we'll
to
go.
ground.
Let's go 10 minutes.
Slit.
It was definitely. Have you played the Lego games? Were definitely
Oh
classics.
yeah, I love my favorite Lego game was Lego Star Wars. That on the DS. Oh my lord, that
on
game
the
made me.
DS.
Yeah, on the DS.
Yo, I played some God of War on the PSP. That was lit.
Yo, God of War games on the PSP are lit, man.
I
Those
remember-
side games. Oh man,
God of War was on the P. Oh, okay.
There was like
PSP.
one.
there's like at least
remember-
3.
I remember when I was really into Assassin's Creed, I wanted to play all the Assassin's Creed in order. That there was one that was only for Liberty, which was it was a really cool one. It was
Wasn't that the
one-
female?
Yeah, and it had a really cool game mechanic where you could switch between like lady, thief, and like fucking assassin, and they would whichever like disguise you were in at the time would dictate where you were allowed to go within the world, like what areas would be restricted to you.
Yeah.
So it was a really cool game mechanic.
We can probably get Dragon.
I mean, I remember hearing about it, but I was not that interested. The only
didn't have
I
a
played
PSP,
the Assassin's
so-
Creed, but the only ones I really like, the only one I really cared about was 3, just because it was natives. And yeah, I like natives. Even though you don't really get much about the natives, because you're playing as a native, and then that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you see more of the conflict to
Yeah.
America getting its independence than
Yeah.
native.
Like you only get a little bit of the natives, and you see how he was born. You see the white man smashing the native girl. It's a classic
Yeah.
love story.
Classic love story.
I'll walk there. You're gonna
Video games are a big part of my childhood. You know what I wish they
Yeah.
would remake right now, or like make a sequel? I want another Shadow of the Colossus.
That
I
game
was
sick. I watched my brother play that all the time.
yeah, I used to watch my dad play that because I was shit at the game. So if I actually wanted to see what the game,
get.
like what happens, I had to watch him play
I
because
literally just can't kill someone. I just
I couldn't
Yeah.
do anything. I really just died.
That was I remember John. You remember back in daycare, they'd always bring out the Nintendo 64,
yeah.
and we'd put in like
You can't
you know
play. You can't play.
Mario Kart and what was it called? Fucking, it was like
Oh.
Spider-Man. It was a Spider-Man game, and we can never get past. Our collective 7-year-old brains can never get past the first level. We couldn't swing past the web to get to the first building, and then Deshaun's dad, I still remember this. He swung in, got in the building. We're all like, yeah, and he's like, all right, let me go back out and get the heart. He swings out to get the heart, misses it, can't get back in the building, and we're all just like.
Oh, I remember that.
And then he had to go because Deshaun was leaving. It was like, it was the most heart-crushing shit.
Oh man, a game I was never good at was Zelda's Majora's Mask. That game I could not progress at all. I literally just sat in the city, went to the building with the pool, and just swam. Only thing I could think of to do. I was just so confused.
You know what games got me? I had for the longest time, the only console I had was a Game Boy Advance, and I had this
best
Lord of
system.
the Rings game. That was it was real time. It wasn't. Sorry, it was turn-based strategy, and as a
Yo!
fucking 7-year-old.
I'll say it later.
You remember this game?
No.
Alright. Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
it
talk about
was
something else.
turn-based strategy, and I just was so. I remember I was playing. I love Legolas in the movies, right? So obviously I played him. So I'm a fucking moron. So I just run him into the orc front line. He gets immediately shit on, and I'm like, "Oh, Legolas is fucking dick," you know. Revisit the game when I'm not. I don't have the brain power of a goddamn wombat.
Wombat.
And, you know, Legolas can literally shoot a ranged attack from anywhere on the map. One of the most OP characters in the fucking game.
Oh,
I remember. Yeah, you're telling me about this. I remember. That. You
I
didn't
love that game.
realize.
I didn't buy an emulator. I got an emulator for my,
Help me.
this is fair.
for it on my phone, so.
Oh man, emulators are the best thing.
Are you?
Classic Pokemon games, dude.
Oh.
I remember,
Turn
like,
on this nigga.
Fire Red.
Oh my god.
Oh, Fire Red and Pokemon Stadium were my first games.
Fire Red, I
I'm gonna
never.
fucking kill myself.
Well, it's not that serious, John. As JV would say, someone loves you.
That's an even
The
funnier
fucking
joke.
Grim Reaper loves me.
That fucking bottle of Clorox loves me.
Ah! Yeah, but
You
Fire
going
Red
field right
and
now. I wanna
Pokemon
see it.
Stadium
Look.
were my first
Boom.
Pokemon games. Oh man, those games were bangers.
I remember I'd come back to them after like
Oh no,
fucking
Khajiv.
not
30
playing them
years.
like
Nah,
half a
Please.
year.
Put it
Adrian, remember
And
the
figure out how to play
classicest?
them.
Going after.
This is the
it.
classicest
Yeah, let's
game of all time. It was that
go.
Lord of the Rings game with the sword and the TV.
Oh yeah. Do you guys know those like plug and play
That was a
games?
class.
Yeah, I had a snafu.
My boy had a fucking plug and play game, alright? And he didn't wear it was a motion capture one. He didn't wear the wristband. And I remember John was playing this shit. There's a TV cabinet in my living room, and there's two, thank God they weren't real glass. They're like plexiglass windows.
Yeah.
That my mom put like, DVDs in one and China in the other. This
Oh,
motherfucker didn't
God.
have the strap on. Fucking shit, man, launched it at the fucking China one, of course. My mom looked at this thing like,
And that's why they give you the Wii
Yeah.
gives you that notification telling you make sure you have your wristband on tight so you don't lose it.
Yeah, there are so many fail compilations of people fucking.
Just whipping the controller.
Yep. So, that's a classic right there.
Well,
Who's
I
getting
love the classics.
And then,
push mid?
I'm trying to think. In that game was hard as fuck. You know,
It was
what's another
retarded.
game that was hard as fuck?
What?
It was the Lord of the Rings. It was Lord of the Rings: Return of the King on the original Xbox. That game.
That game
You
was.
couldn't beat it unless you had multiple people, because it was a multiplayer game. Alright? And they didn't scale the difficulty, so it was. And the stupid thing was, like, in some missions you could play with like 4 people, right? In other missions you could play with fucking 1. It was just like, what? Alright, dude, we're gonna beat the whole story. Nah, fam, you put the controller down. Let me play this
You
mission.
guys couldn't kill him? No?
And you'd be playing. In some missions you had to play as Frodo, and Frodo's the dickest character in the game.
Yes, that's
Dude,
it feels
that's
bad.
been a good game.
And it was not a.
Adrian, we didn't go.
Yeah, dude, I just don't want to talk about it. I missed one pick a card and it mattered. So that game was hard.
I mean, to be honest, a lot of games were just hard. Like, unless they were simple, like, fighting games or, like, an adventure game that was just pretty basic no matter what age you were, like Pokemon, like,
Yeah.
every game was pretty much hard for us as kids.
I remember my sister was so good.
I almost lived.
She was always so good at Mario, and I was so fucking baffled by it.
Oh, I was so good at Mario.
I still remember this. Madagascar, okay. There was a first game I ever got in my life, Madagascar. I lost the cartridge, and I want to replay it to see how I could fare, because I remember I could never get past certain levels. And my sister, she was a goddamn wizard, goddamn warlock. She was getting to fucking levels I didn't even understand. And I want to play it to see if I just suck.
Wait,
at
isn't a
video
warlock a male witch?
Who the?
I'm sorry,
It's a demon thing.
A witch is a female and a male is a male.
I feel like.
You just assume like the world.
I feel like this is a
Globalist?
really. Those
A
terms have been
man.
used
Oh, it is
so
a man
much.
a man who practices witchcraft.
Yeah.
I met a witch doctor once.
Okay, see, I knew I was confused because you call your sister a warlock. I was like, why didn't you just call her a
Like, you
witch?
think I did?
Witches call her a witch.
Witches. She's a witch. dude.
Which
Oh,
witch was it?
Wait a second, calm down.
That
Oh,
was
I
good.
loved when I
guys
used to hear the
got
stories of what they used to do to
I don't know why
people
we
they
did
thought were
that. That was the
witches.
thrill.
Tie a
die,
cement block
live
to
up
them,
in-
drown them, and if they come back, they're a witch. If they don't, then it feels bad.
Yeah, that's what the witch is about. The witch.
Wait, why you say it like that?
There's a JonTron episode where it's like the
Oh!
witches.
I love John.
JonTron's funny as fuck.
That is my African American friend.
Kindred fully salary.
Kindred is fucking dirt. So,
Feels bad, man.
well,
I think we've been going on for an hour now.
I'll be looking
yeah, I
really
think
good.
we should call it here.
All right, that was a pretty good podcast for episode
Yeah, that
2.
was alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, now that my mom's just yelling in the back. Oh, Colin just got on. We're ending the podcast. I'll let him come say hi.
That's a feels good.
Or should I
right
just end it
there.
before he gets here so he can't be that salty? Oh, never mind. He's
Why
here.
is my ping 400?
Hey, Colin, say hi. We're ending the podcast.
Hey.
You're getting
That's a
I'm
feels
out
good.
with this.
Now
Alright.
this one's
We
over.
made it in time for the ending.
Hey, hands up.
Hey, yo, wait, Kajeev. You know the outro.
Gabe Nation, see you later.
Hey.